So yeah, people are so done with time gating. It was the #1 complaint about the seasonal model. It is poison to the player base. See, I mean, poison is obviously quite a strong word to use, but it's fucking true. Like, the guy's telling the truth. Having the dungeons on a weekly basis like this, I don't know, it kind of just ruined the hype for Right of the Nine for me. Because I was fully expecting to go into Ghost of the Deep this week, and I was, fully expecting to go into Prophecy next week. Obviously, that's not the case, because as we all are aware, it's on a 3-week rotation now, and I don't know, it just kind of made it feel like it's just being dragged out as long as possible to fill in the negative, kind of non-existent void gaps of now until the Edge of Fate, they're trying to like cover the drought, if that makes sense. But anyway, moving on. Bife says, I'm not going to make much commentary on this, but suffice to say, I'm with the rest of the community. Either stick to what's stated on stream and advertise it clearly from the start to set expectations. This is fucking true, by the way, because no one would have like had such a big outrage to this if they were just clear from the start. We only ever found out about this literally when reset happened, and that's not saying when reset happened when they told us. It's when reset happened and we found out for ourselves. So that's just immediately a red flag. Or just release it and let people play the game. Exactly. And like I said in my last video, I'm all for just giving the player the option. Why time gate? Why force us to do specific things? Just give us the option to do these things. Like, it's not that difficult. Okay, one last thing. Remember when Anthem broke its loot and players were really enjoying it? Then BioWare came along and reverted it back to what it was? Yeah, Glad also got banned from like doing this as well. Different situation, but boy is it the same vibes. Now, I wasn't around for Anthem. I didn't really experience what that was like, but I have seen it. I am aware of it, and it makes sense. So I'll be honest with you, I do agree with what Bife is saying here, because it is unfortunate. Anyway, I also wanted to take a look at, where is it? Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of tanks and Briggs, tanks need nerfing. Briggs are so fucking strong, man. Alright, where's DMG? Why? Hold on, let's just give this one. Man's just loving life right now. Right, let me try and find DMG here, because our guy is not feeling too well at the moment. So hey, he puts a tweet out here, and obviously this is old news, but I only actually really saw this today. But he says, hey, all out sick today, but we'll say the team is aware of your feedback, right? So when he says that, when DMG says that he is aware of our feedback, you take that as, oh, he's talking about the Rights to the Nine stuff, because a lot of feedback has come out very recently of people just being really annoyed about the fact that the dungeons are not on a weekly rotation, right? So just keep that in mind. He then says, RE comms, thank you for all chiming in. We'll take a closer look into this. Into the Edge of Fate and how we can tighten up the delivery of info. Yes, obviously that's true. Bive literally just said this, by the way, 30 minutes ago. Keep things punchy, but also give appropriate room to dive through features to answer some cues. Right to the 9 dates. Dungeons are currently slated to be 3 weeks at a time. So we've got him saying out sick today, but team is well aware of your feedback. And then later he literally says dungeons are currently slated to 3 weeks at a time. So in other words, he's saying, we hear you, but we're ignoring you. At the same time, the dungeons are in the game. Hackers are in the game right now getting weapons from the other dungeons, right? We've seen that. I literally uploaded a video of a hacker video where the guy is literally using a hacker weapon. Let me see if I can just show you guys real quick, just to kind of apply context to this. Give me just 1 second here. Yeah, here we go. Like, this is a hacker in my video using a weapon that isn't in the game. You want to know when you should be getting this weapon? You should be getting this weapon when Prophecy comes out, which is 3 weeks away, because we've still got, in fact, no, sorry, it's 4 weeks away, because we've still got 3 weeks of Ghost of the Deep to go through. In fact, it's even longer than that. My math is just bad. So yeah, like, the team are well aware of your feedback, but we're also ignoring you at the same time. So there's that. Anyway, he goes on to say, Spire, Ghost, Prophecy. That's obviously the order of the race. We're still on Spire at the moment. We're only on the 2nd week of Spire. Followed by all being available for the final week. This is obviously a good thing. We want all of them available at the same time, because I am a full believer of players just being able to have the choice for themselves rather than being time gated and kind of edged into, all of these little bits and pieces. But hey, I'm not a game developer. I'm not a marketing man, so God knows what I know. Anyway, he goes, and as you saw today, new quests will be going live with weekly resets for a bit to help folks get some holofoils and exotics too. And again, this is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't make the stuff that's hard to get and really, really tedious to get available for all players. Because like I said at the very beginning, if they release the Finances Augur catalyst, and that quest was a fucking ball ache, that is going to make some people really upset, because literally people poured so much time into getting that very, very tedious exotic mission done. So if they just simply give it away, just hand it to you on a plate, that is going to cause many issues. I literally uploaded part of this quest on my funny moments videos, because even Max was like, I really cannot be bothered to deal with this today. So there's that. And then he goes on to say, if any changes, we'll be sure to let you know. Please don't hesitate to continue giving feedback. We've seen a ton of great... I can't believe he speaks. Anyway, he's basically saying if we do change what we've said above, he'll let us know. But I do think obviously get well soon. You're sick. I understand that. But it's really, really kind of like a slap in the face when someone says, "Hi guys, the team is well aware of your feedback. Dungeons are currently slated to be 3 weeks at a time." Again, in other words, saying, "Hi, we're aware that you're upset. Also, hi, we're not changing it." So yeah, little bit crap. Little bit shit, not the most amazing. I wonder what people are actually saying. Yeah, I mean, people are obviously posting things like that as well. Appreciate the comments, but stuff like this really needs to be announced clearly ahead of time. It shouldn't be a guessing game. Players just want to know what to expect. Exactly. Asking for communication is not a hard thing to ask for. And in fact, I'd like to think it's pretty fucking basic. Let's see what Lucky Tempe says. Here's my genuine feedback. Don't time gate stuff like this again in the future. Even if the communication was clear, this is an exhausting method of content delivery. It feels trivial when we could just be playing Ghosts this week. Again, another fair point. This is an absolutely valid point. Just stop time gating stuff. It's really, really shit that, I mean, like I said, the main thing that I'm going to be waiting for is the Prophecy Dungeon. I'm actually not even really looking forward to Ghosts of the Deep, to be quite honest with you. I want to get it done because I want to get the Eternal Seal. But at the same time, Prophecy is the main one that I'm looking forward to. And I'm really kind of fucking annoyed that I have to wait for that. I'm gonna be 29 years old by the time Prophecy's available for me to play. And it's very easy for people to say, "Oh, just go in Prophecy right now, you can play it, the content's in the game." Yes, but I want to get the new weapons. I want to get the hollow foil weapons. I want to get these ones. And again, Max made a really good point very recently to me, where he said that because you won't be able to upgrade the rights to the 9 weapons up to the highest tier come the Edge of Fate, it will make them pretty much obsolete when the maximum tier weapons are released for Edge of Fate, because why would you use a lesser tier weapon? Again, we'll just have to see what that's like come the release of Edge of Fate. Now, there's got another one here by Chris that says, "Appreciate the comms as always, DMG, but my honest opinion is, did the team consider doing the dungeons on a weekly rotation instead of 3 weeks? And if so, what was the vision behind doing the 3-week rotation instead of the weekly one?" I mean, this is a very easy question to answer, to be quite honest with you. They did this so they can literally fill the gaps. It literally is just filling the gaps, because they know that if they bang all of this out all in one go, there's going to be a huge drought between now and the Edge of Fate, because there's nothing else to do in the game. Like, there literally is nothing to do in the game. You've got your weeklies if you're still trying to catch up on light level. You've got your trials if you're still trying to dip into that. But ultimately, without Rights of the 9, what new stuff have you got to do? And having the dungeons on a fixed 3-week rotation literally guarantees your players coming back to the game every 3 weeks. So that is why they've done it. It's just really fucking annoying. You know what I mean? But yeah, just wanted to make opinions on that, because I saw that Bife is... Oh, there he is again. This man, let me tell you, just absolutely loving life right now. And we're just here stressing about a fucking weekly dungeon rotation. But yeah, I just wanted to make my points clear, because I saw that Bife made a tweet on this. I think he's made absolutely valid points here. All of those points I actually do agree with. But yeah, do I think Bungie are going to listen? I don't think so, to be honest with you. Like, I do feel like they feel like that they'd be shooting themselves in the foot if they did just release all the dungeons early. Because, like, think about it, right? If we just get all of the dungeons out of the way now, like Prophecy, like Ghosts, what is going to fill our time playing the game from now until the Edge of Fate's release? You know what I mean? So, I really don't think they're going to release the content. But yeah, it's just really, really frustrating how they basically say, oh, we'll do better with communication in the future, is like, to be honest with you, oh, hold on, let me sort my camera out, there we go. It's like, to be honest with you, why are we even still having that conversation? Like, the franchise has been running for 11 years now. You guys should not be struggling with such basic communication, and the player base, us, should not be finding out that it's the same dungeon just by logging into the game and finding out for ourselves, because that was the kick in the teeth, and that literally just added fuel to an already lit fire, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm going to make this a YouTube video, so if you guys want to watch this again, I will upload that to my channel. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comment section below on what you think on the weekly rotations of the dungeon. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it is a bad idea? I'd be really interested to know what you think about that. But yeah, I'll leave it there.